Today, these players walk in the shadows of legend.
And there is the breakthrough goal.
That's what the fans came to see. That's for the history books.
Del Piero! Big games produce big moments.
Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Well, the A-League delivers again.
No one is stopping that.
What an unbelievable strike. And the Mariners have done it. Remarkable.
Auckland FC sat top of the Isuzu UTE A-League table going into round 17, and the Kiwi side welcomed Macarthur to a raucous Go Media stadium. What was already a tough away trip would be even harder for the Bulls after young superstar Jed Drew departed for a move to Austria this week. Replacing him in the starting 11 was one-time Socceroo Chris Economides.
Sarko hurling this one in, looked on by Marte, and touched into the back of the net by Macarthur. He's been a super sub, now he is a super starter. And he's got the port jumping early. Nader Moreno puts the Black Knights into a 1-0 lead.
Nader Moreno, the Colombian, squeezed that one into the near post of Philip Curto. He loves it, he's celebrating with the port.
Perhaps worthy of a look. Chris Economides was taken to deck in the penalty area.
Expect a pause and play here.
Oh wow, it's not been given. Auckland have been let off massively there.
Alex King has access to a number of angles. I can only imagine that as this play goes on in. What a great save by Paulson from Jamal, tucked into the back of the net by Holman. And the energy is sucked out of this ground. Denied a penalty a minute or so ago. Jake Holman has drawn Macarthur level here, and the Bulls bring it back to one apiece. De Vries helps it back into the area, and rising high with the header was Max Mutta. De Vries, his crossing's been so good this season, and the diving header from Guillermo Mai. Well, Francis De Vries has to be among the best crosses of a football in this league. Logan Rogerson, and it comes, Guillermo Mai arriving, just couldn't get the angles right, ends up in the back of the net. He was hoping the ball would end up there too. Similar area now, Tommy Smith there trying to recycle. De Vries wraps his feet around it, and it's a difficult angle for Philip Curto. Here's De Vries for Auckland FC. Again the crosser towards Moreno.
That's the youngster, Demivski.
Brimmer looking to free up Nader Moreno. De Vries outside.
I don't think so.
Francis De Vries back across the 6-yard area. Mutta! Important intervention from Voitzer, I think.
Well, they're starting to knock on the door now, Auckland.
And Adamson, now Economides. Adamson again, onto his less favoured left foot. Bratton, clever pass, Economides! Bratton to Economides, the shot on the turn from the A-League veteran, just defeating the post.
Now the North Star from Macarthur.
Now the ball into the area, confusion in Macarthur's rear guard. Tommy Uscock is having a go at somebody. Auckland want to get going quickly through Marley Francois. That'll be a free kick. Adamson with a challenge from behind. Dangerous situation for Macarthur to deal with. De Vries. This crossing is always quality. It's the late nights again, and this time it's Louis Estrada with his first A-League men's goal, and Auckland go 2-1 ahead.
Well, yet again, the port are there to pull the ball into the back of the net.
New month, same old Auckland FC. Another late goal, another win. 3 more points. 5 points clear. The Black Knights march on, although some not as quickly as others with cracks setting in. There's your final score. Auckland FC 2, Macarthur FC 1.
After 2 losses in a row, Sydney FC were under pressure to get back to winning ways at home. It wouldn't be easy for the Sky Blues as they faced an in-form Adelaide United side who had won all 6 of their away matches so far this season. The home side also had a new face in their defence, with 20-year-old Kyle Shaw making his debut at centre-back.
Wide for Joe Lolly. Wanted to find the angle on his left peg. Caceres does fire one in with the right. And it took a touch off the gloves of Ethan Cox. Swahim trips the light, fantastic, it's a wonderful run, and it's a quite magnificent save from Ethan Cox. That was brilliant football at both ends of the spectrum. Oh, Ethan Cox has got himself in a right mess, and he needs Kikianis to clear off the line to deny Anas Wahim. Caceres with the ball into the box. Klimala first to react. Here's Lolly, 1-0 Sydney. Simple as you like. The 2 imports combine at the end of a flowing move forwards. And Joe Lolly's 4-game scoring drought is over, his 9th of the season. And the Sky Blues lead 1-0. So still a long way to go in this game, and given away by Devonish Mears. And he has to make amends. Good save at full tilt to deny Adelaide United. They're still there with a chance for a good win. And Sydney survive, but they don't look comfortable defensively. Let's see how the second half pans out, which Sydney have the kick-off for, and immediately go towards Joe Lolly down the right-hand side. And one in the air by Kikianis, but it drops at the feet of Corey Holman. Here's Lolly in behind, and Klimala scores with 13 or 14 seconds of the second half elapsed. Wow, big goal for the Sky Blues in front of the Cove. Got through that press though. Now look to open things up. Piraeus played in by Clough. Oh, and he goes near post, and Devonish Mears was fooled, and Adelaide are straight back in the game. 2 goals in the opening 4 minutes of the second half, and it's game on again. 2-1. Piraeus released by Clough, and tricking his way past Courtney Perkins. And Jovanovic went first time, wasn't really set properly. Might have even come off his standing foot and glanced wide.
Well, herein lies the danger of the yellow card that Courtney Perkins is on. He's got to be very careful how he defends.
Now Lolly has sprinted clear of the Adelaide defence. Chance to seal it here for Sydney. Took a big deflection, cleared off the line by Kikianis. And then Segatic turns the ball in. 3-1 for Sydney, with his 6th of the season, and all 6 have come here at Allianz Stadium. This is going to make the Sydney FC fans very happy. The return of their marquee man, Douglas Costa. He's been missing the last 6 matches with that hamstring problem. Caceres finding the gap for Segacic. It's good play by Sydney. Caceres, that should do it. Sydney FC get a 4th goal, and it was beautifully worked and wonderfully finished by Anthony Caceres, and that should be that here at Allianz. And that is full-time here at Allianz. Sydney FC ending their 3-game winless streak as they inflict a first away defeat of the season on Adelaide United, and just a second all told of the campaign. 3 big points for the Sky Blues. It's finished Sydney FC 4, Adelaide United 1.
Over the 20 years of the A-League, the Central Coast Mariners and the Newcastle Jets have contested one of the fiercest rivalries in Australian sport. It was the Jets' turn to make the trip down the M1 to Gosford, and the visitors were desperate for 3 points to keep their slim finals hopes alive, while the Mariners were looking to make it 7 straight derby wins.
Teams again. Inside Theoharis, great ball, nice turn. Theoharis, it's deflected. Ryan Scott was wrong-footed, and that could very easily have snuck inside the top corner. Here's Natta with Wilmering, first-time ball for Taylor. Sainsbury, he's lost out again, he has to be careful, Sainsbury. Taylor, now Wilmering, the opportunity! Across the face from Wilmering. That was a huge opportunity, and the Jets have had the best chances so far. Lining up the free kick. Hits it pretty well too. I think that might have been moving around. Ryan Scott certainly wasn't taking any chances. Theoharis taking on Adams. Theoharis straight past him, square ball and the first goal. And it's Nathan Paul, the central defender, with his second Mariners goal. The first came against Melbourne City earlier this season, but a goal in the derby will remain etched in his mind forever. And that's a nice touch from Mikael Docker for Hayne Eames. Good ball wide for Faisal. Running at Kankar. Oh, it's missed by Ryan Scott, surely. Goal. It's a second for the Mariners. The mistake from Ryan Scott. And Abdel Faisal is the player getting all the congratulations, having just arrived from Perth and already making an impact with the Mariners.
Faisal has to work a bit of magic. He's got great acceleration over the first yard or two. But in the end, the discussion on the goal unfortunately falls at the feet or the faulty hands of Ryan Scott.
See down there, and it comes. It's a good ball towards Natta. Now back in from Aquilina. Natta and Lockie Rose! And the Jets are back in the game. A real goal-mouth scramble. But the Jets showing plenty of character. And Lockie Rose striking again. His third goal of the season in just his sixth appearance. Faisal, three in the middle to aim for. The cross in, Natta. Good header away. Hayne Eames drives it back in. Good stop from Scott. It had to be. Cleared by only as far as Bayliss' shot. It was Nathan Paul who turned it straight back to Lockie Bayliss. In it comes, Natta! And they have done! 3 minutes left on the clock. And Mark Natta has headed home one of Kota Mizunuma's superb set pieces. And the Jets are all level, 2-2. And it's all over. A frantic finale brings us an equaliser, but no winner in the 64th F3 derby. Central Coast Mariners 2, Newcastle Jets 2.
Earlier in the week, the Mariners were in action down in Victoria, where they took on the form team in the competition in the form of Western United. John Aloisi's side had won 6 of their last 7 and managed to move up to 3rd. The Socceroos legend was hoping his team would get their first win over the Mariners since 2021.
Oh, as it's been turned over, De Lima. Oh, goal to aim at. He shot straight at Sutton. In the end, a fairly straightforward save, given away very cheaply, though, by Bozanovski. For Danzaki, nice turn. Danzaki's cross, great ball! And it's Noah Botic who scores again. He is in great form in front of goal. We were starting to perhaps wonder where it would come from, but there it is. And it comes again, it's another good ball, and it's in! Mikael Docker, nobody getting the touch. And it's the set piece that strikes again for the Central Coast Mariners. Half their goals coming from dead ball situations now, 8 of 16. Kaltak, Steele does well. Hayne Eames. It's a good ball for Nathan Paul. He's got De Lima inside, cross to the back post. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Ryan Edmondson. Lovely football from the Mariners. Nathan Paul did brilliantly down the left. Hayne Eames with the great pass as well, the youngster just 16 years of age. Garucho steps over. Thurgate's ball. Oh, it's been missed! And it's been missed again. I thought momentarily it was in. Tomoki Imai. Faisal has done very well. Ball to the back post. And Edmondson was stretching, but that was a great chance to make it 3-1. again, Thurgate, little ball over the top. Oh, lovely ball back in. I think in the end the flag is up for offside. Garuccio it is. Oh, he's wrong-footed Barrage Cullen. And Ben Garuccio with a clever direct free kick has brought the two sides level. It's a good ball from Botic. Garuccio, the cross! And Ibasuki, it was almost a classic. He wants a corner. It's a goal kick on which we finish. Well, in the end, a pretty entertaining midweek match of football. There's no 7th win in 8 matches for Western United, but they have broken the Central Coast Mariners' hoodoo of recent seasons. It's finished here at Ironbark Fields. Western United 2, Central Coast Mariners 2.
It was the biggest crowd of the season so far at HBF Park, as over 11,000 people turned out to watch Perth Glory take on Melbourne Victory. And there was a sizable contingent of Victory fans who made the trip across to Western Australia to watch their side, hoping they would build on last weekend's confidence-boosting victory over Sydney FC.
Play resumes. And emphatically headed away. Valadon! Good sharp save. Ollie Sale parries over. Jordi Valadon foiled from outside the penalty area. Teague's delivery. And an instinctive save from Sale, close range to foil Virgos. Exactly how on target that touch was, well, it's hard to say, but Sale has been able to scoop it out for a corner. Now around the corner, Taggart, it immediately Taggart, and cleared off the line. Vital from Hamill. Perth Glory nearly had a goal in 20 seconds. And Hamill was composed. Body shape is so important, not to shank it into the roof of your own net.
Arms in the air, celebration of Taggart, quickly turned to despair.
Pearman retrieves the ball. Lizolajski getting forward, catches the deflection, and it's hit the side netting. Patwood couldn't twist it back, and Zach Lizolajski nearly scored his first A-League goal. Boss. Teague, first time ball. Mishash. Zinedine Mishash saved, and the follow-up is in. Victory lead. Nishan Velupale with his first victory goal since November. And victory lead on the road in Perth. Mishash is really exploiting space between the Perth midfield and defence. And Santos, well, it just kept going high and wide, but what an opportunity for Victory to double their lead. Velupale, the goal scorer. Boss. Mishash in an acre of space again. Sends it out to the left. Virgos. First time cross from Virgos. Santos! Glorious Mario Santos! Flipping overhead for joy in front of the travelling Victory fans. And the long trip west might just be a winner for the Victory tonight. Claris Mario Santos with his third goal. He scored away in Adelaide. He scored against Western United. And now he scores away in Perth to make it 2-0. Long ball, Victory. Do they have a third in them? Santos, can he turn provider? It's off the woodwork. Nearly an own goal for Merchula. The width of the post away, instead a corner kick. Melbourne Victory vault up to third on the Isuzu UTE A-League ladder. A high-quality game and 2 excellent goals in the second half separate the teams. And the travelling Victory fans will remember their night in Perth. Full-time, Perth Glory 0, Melbourne Victory 2.
For the first time this season, Brisbane Roar came into a match off the back of a victory. The Queenslanders had stunned Sydney FC at Allianz Stadium and were now hoping to give their own home fans some cheer. In their way were Sydney's neighbours, the Western Sydney Wanderers, who had both superstar Juan Mata and Socceroo Brandon Borello in the starting 11.
Wanderers corner. Headed out by Hossein Billity. This is Gabriel Clerc, and Macklin Freak called upon to tip it over the bar. Decent save. Marta's corner, and headed in. The opening goal arrives. It's Bozudar Kraev, who got great connection, great direction, and there was nothing the Brisbane defence could do. Wanderers 1-0. Now, a substitution for the Western Sydney Wanderers. I can only assume that that is an injury for Juan Mata, who's only managed to get through 10 minutes. There are 1 or 2 boos. Here's Borrello, meantime, going to have a go. Oh, that was really sharp. Good save from Freak. Jelicic. Jay O'Shea urged to shoot, and he does so. And it wasn't too far past that right-hand upright. Good turn by Zimmerino. And here's Henry Hall. Big chance for Brisbane. What a block from Bonatic. Sapsford. Did that get a touch off Macklin Freak? Wanderers thought so. Well, it won't count officially, but we can now say 4 good saves. Oh, he's going to have to be called upon again here, potentially. Absolute kamikaze defending from Brisbane. They've got away with it because of a foul. But goodness me, Ruben Zakovic's heart must have been in his mouth there. That was suicidal. Here goes Priestman. And Freak has spilled it. Has it gone over the line? Only the linesman knew for sure. It'll just be the 1 additional minute. A chance for, well, I was going to say Grace Gill to analyse the first half, but Brisbane are in trouble again here. And they could and possibly should have been 2-0 down. It's the space for Sapsford and Milanovic. It's a really cool finish.
After factual review, the Western Sydney player over here is in offside position. There is no goal offside.
So after all that, it doesn't count. Let's see what they can do from open play here. It's Jacob presents and pushed away by Lawrence Thomas. I fancy that was goal bound. Some late drama here. Here's Bert Gilroy. It's not a bad try, that. Not too far away. Somebody had to have a go. The final whistle goes. And the Wanderers get the points. They might struggle to win at home, but their away form is keeping them in contention for the top 6. Their 4th win on the road this season in trying conditions, thanks to Bozidar Kraev's 8th-minute header. They had 2 ruled out as well. Both correctly, though, it must be said. The points go south, the way of the Wanderers. Full time at Suncorp. Brisbane Roar 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
And so at the end of round 17, Auckland FC increased their lead at the top of the Isuzu UTE A-League table to 5 points, but Adelaide United still have a game in hand. Join us next week for more A-League action, including a blockbuster Sydney derby.